Paper, this appears to be a big mismatch. When you're expected to win as a player, I've always wondered, how do you keep from getting too relaxed?
I mean, you got to remind yourself that this is the NBA. So, sure, there are teams with bad records, but everybody can be dangerous on any given night. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Knicks on offense. Great positioning on the putback.
His activity on the glass impressive, keeping plays going with his energy.
So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to Sacramento. Pass to Duncan. 6 on the shot clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Too easy there for Duncan. I mean, he's got such balance and a high skill level. Able to play through contact. Effortless.
Fires from way outside. The Thunder pour it in. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Well, if you only looked at talent alone, you would have thought they would have avoided the sweep. That wasn't the case. So you've got to appreciate the passing results and a great look.
For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. New York moving the ball around. Pass to Gallinari. From deep, George. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Banks in the way.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Lopez. Outside, George. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. No good with the layup. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
First personal foul, first team foul.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
0. 2 shots.
The first one falls. No good on the second free throw.
Great atmosphere in this building tonight. The fans were primed for this game.
Now a look at the stats for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
So for New York, their last game, a win against the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Duncan. Pocket 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Knicks trailed by 3. It's George on the wing. Here's Lopez. Duncan defending. Duncan with the block.
Excellent defensive timing that time by Tim Duncan.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. It's a throw and go.
You can see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Well, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Pass to Monroe. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
They don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. In the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. Number 5, the Knicks.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the first quarter. And there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. That is his first foul of the game. Lopez dishes to Gallinari. Back to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Monroe outside. Shoots the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the first, and really deep 3 that time. He's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's McGrady. Scoreless thus far.
Sweet jump shot there. He knows how to pick his spots on offense.
Knicks trail by 3. Lopez outside. New York moving it around. Pass to George. The tray. No good on the shot. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Gallinari on the wing. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's George finishing it off.
He is one of the most athletic players we have, and Paul George, an absolute beast around the goal.
Fires away from outside. Pass to Monroe. And Craig Monroe with the slam.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious height.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 3. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressive play.
Johnson can't hit. Knicks trail by 3. Now here we are, Clark, at the the halfway point of the regular season. How much do you look forward to All-Star Weekend?
You know, Kevin, it's special, and I do enjoy it, seeing all of our top players and the game itself celebrated in such a cool way. Certainly a special weekend for everybody.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The three from Johnson doesn't go for it. The Knicks shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. George passes to Gooden. Pass to George. Now, here's Gooden. 4 on the shot clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off the perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Johnson. Still yet to score. Beyond the arc. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
He flashes his touch from deep there.
Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to George. Here's the 3. Trains the three-pointer. George has got 5 minutes.
And that'll serve George well in his career. Lightning quick release.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, they seem to be forcing things out there, trying too hard, pressing. When you do that, the turnovers pile up quickly.
And they're also first in opponent field goal percentage. Their size and athleticism, that toughness and effort, it's all elite.
And that #1 ranking in rebounding is no fluke. They've got the muscle and, Greg, the persistence to control the glass in every game they play. Monroe outside. Pass to Wade. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. And here's Johnson outside. An offensive rebound. Now Wade. Johnson outside. Monroe sets a screen for Johnson. Pass to Monroe. Johnson kicks to Wade. To Johnson. Knicks with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
And, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage.
Put George in the dunk contest now. Rookie or not, that was incredible.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. All alone. Drew Gooden grabs the miss.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, you got to knock it down.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. George has got the lead up to 5 now for New York.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Shot to stop the run. Here's Monroe. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Fans, make some noise for your Oklahoma City Thunder.
this break, here are the premier glass cleaners among rookies over the course of the past month. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
Well, I tell you what, he just creates so many second chance opportunities for his team when he's on the floor. I mean, last month was a huge one for him. It'll be interesting to see if he can keep it going.
And he makes that one. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
1:32 left in the first half of the game. From past the arc. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Pass to Lopez. And here's Gallinari. George with the ball. New York moving the ball around. Pocket 4. Again, it's New York.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Over to the wing. Lets it go. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And it's George finishing it off.
And it's great to see George putting it all together now, a sign of things to come.
At 5 from 18, and it's good for 2. 14 points for him.
Coming off a big game, his confidence is higher. And coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Thunder trailing by 7. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
On the wing, Tracy McGrady. Just 5 to shoot. Duncan at the elbow. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to George. Shot from 16. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
McGrady up top. Into the lane. Count it. Good. McGrady's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Oklahoma City.
The ball handling of T-Mac, really impressive. Watching him play, this guy is a thing of beauty. Puts a lot of time into his ball handling. You can tell.
Now, here is George.
And this coaching staff encourages George to stay aggressive because this is how he'll drop out.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Paul George. 2 shots.
first one drops.
And back in the draft, Paul George was getting a lot of buzz, and now you see why. It's the potential he has to grow in this league by building on his skill set.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, he's cashing in on those.
Now a timeout by Oklahoma City. Paul George really making a difference here.
I mean, he continues to burn them with his scoring. The coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Look who's coming out of the court. It's your Thunder Girls. Give it up.
Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. You look at the Thunder. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
And you know, for the Thunder, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
Monroe left side. McGrady against Gallinari. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Monroe. It's rebounded by New York. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
This one for 3. That's no good, but only his first miss in 6 shots. Here's McGrady. Gets the 14-footer to fall. McGrady's got 4 this quarter.
He's got all the shots. McGrady makes the mid-range look easy.
Pass to Gallinari. Now here is George. T right on him. Swiped it away. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Such a wide open look. Now it's just a 3-point Knicks lead.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
The lob to Gallinari. Stolen by Monroe. McGrady outside. And he could not get that one to go. On the contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The size and skill McGrady brings to his position, really special. He's somebody you love to see play the game.
The Thunder have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. First free throw is good. And the Thunder making a switch here. Wade's checked in. Good on both. Now here is George. 15 points in the game. Lopez outside. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
How about that slam by George? The rookie can really fly.
Thunder trailing by 3. Monroe outside. Feeling it out of it. Back to Monroe. To the middle. Paul George with the steal. Gallinari in the corner. Over McGrady. A nice shot by Gallinari. Now it's a 5-point Knicks lead.
There's Gallinari working hard, being productive for his team. His effort always impressive.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Livingston comes in for George. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Monroe outside. It's stolen by Livingston.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
Shot by Gooden is no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Wade outside. A free ball. Sinks the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
In such an all-around threat, Wade does far more than score. He also facilitates the offense and gets his teammates involved.
Puts it up. Second shot opportunity. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. And the Knicks lead by 4.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Passed away. Monroe outside. Here's McGrady. And the Thunder another three.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And a foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the third. And Lopez throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is an illegal screen.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but I don't like to see it when the game is this close.
New York leading by 3.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Livingston looking for the opening. And here's Gallinari outside. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Knicks lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Side George. Some nice passing by New York here. Time on the clock. Gallinari passes to George. Takes the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Second chance shot. They shoot again. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Lopez. Up again, and George able to finish.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to McGrady. Monroe, the bounce pass. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Lopez. For the 3. He's off on that one. Oklahoma City's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And that one's good. McGrady.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Right side, George. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good work spotting that gap and then exploiting it with a quality pass.
Monroe outside. For 3. Drills it from outside. He's got 19.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Gallinari outside. Gallinari on the wing. New York needs to get off a shot. Rebound by Monroe.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Knicks foul. Number 7. Fourth personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to McGrady. Shot clock at 5. Out to the right wing to tie it up. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. George looking over the floor. Pass to Gallinari. Launches it from deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Duncan's got 5 rebounds tonight.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
And here is Monroe. Duncan at the elbow. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Pass to Gallinari. Can they get it? Hits it from 3-point range.
And going with a quick release there so that he doesn't have time to react.
Releases. Score the basket is 8 for 13 from the floor.
Nice physicality displayed by Monroe to set that shot up.
Pass to Gallinari. Outside, George. And again, New York with the triple.
And keep an eye out for George from deep. Tons of room to grow there.
Monroe outside. Three-pointer. Great positioning on the putback.
That's called not giving up on the possession.
And so George will bring it up for New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. 17-foot shot on the way. Misses off the left eye.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Number 1, first personal foul, second team foul.
Here's McGrady. It's good from long range.
Number 15.
McGrady's got 16 here in the second.
You gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them are falling. Molinari finds Lopez. Molinari passes to George. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
McGrady outside. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. He's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
It's George on the wing. Molinari against McGrady. It's George on the wing. And again, it's New York.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Monroe outside. To tie it up. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
He's on his way to big 3-point total.
And here are the Knicks now. To the wing right side. Looking to end his cold spell. No good off the front iron.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Out to the right wing. To take the lead. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Well, he acted before they could react. Defenses have to be alert to that.
New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's George. Great look there, but off target.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him.
Lopez outside. Back to George. And George with the stop.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
That is Paul George with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Monroe outside. Right wing. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. McGrady passes to Duncan. That shot misses. Good D by Lopez. The Knicks have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. That's to Molinari. Outside, George. Sinks the triple. George has got 34.
And this is a rookie who can hit from there. George will be a very capable 3-point shooter.
Knicks foul. Number 38. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Here's McGrady to the paint. Another shot. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got 11 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
6 to shoot. Brady. Here are the Knicks with another bucket.
Recognizing the shot clock situation and then knocking it down before the expiration. Excellent poise.
They get it. Yep, right through the net. And he has 28 points for the game.
Making the most of his opportunities. He's been effective down the stretch.
Outside, George. Shoots from the block. No good. Shot missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Some solid defense from Gallinari.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
The low post is good. And so it's the Knicks with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, the teams might have buckled at the end, but the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.